This is Jerome Libby, and he's running for a one-year selectman seat.
Yep.
Now, Jerome, you've been around town quite a while.
Yeah, like probably 33 years I've lived in town.
And you've been a businessman in town?
Yep, I'm a builder. I've been a builder for 25 years on my own, yeah.
And so, for the folks, a lot of folks do know you.
Yep.
But for the folks that don't, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like I said, I've been here for 33 years. I raised my kids here in town. Both my girls were, graduated from high school right out of town. I have grandchildren growing in town now, so I kind of just want to see where I can help and where I can't, or, basically where I can help and do what I can do. I've been trying to get into the politics in town a little bit for a few years now. I think now running for the 1 year just gives me a chance to give it a shot where, as in past we've lost a few people that lost interest or whatnot or whatever happens. I'm not going into this with any vendettas or any issues. I just want to try to help. I want to see what I can do for the town. I'm not looking at trying to change everything, but, I know, with my business experience that sometimes we need to spend, sometimes we don't. So, it's just a matter of trying, following through the suit and going through, following the channels. And I really don't think I don't know of anybody that's doing a bad job in town. But like I said, it's just a fresh chance for me to try something to help, to step up.
Yeah, great. And, your business skills, that you've acquired, do you think some of those, you've had to manage budgets, your own budgets,
exactly.
and be frugal with money?
Building houses, you've got to, you got to schedule. You got to stay up on your schedule. You got to, pay where it needs to be paid. You got to, you got to pay for, keeping everything rolling. You got to schedule. Scheduling is the biggest thing. Scheduling and, getting budgets together, getting. I don't know how you word it, but just trying to get everything together to line up to make everything work, to keep everything steady, keep everything flowing steady.
Right. It's like coordinating.
Coordinating.
Because that's how the town is. You've got multiple departments and a lot going on, and it's a matter of coordination. And you have a lot of experience with that.
Exactly.
Whether it's building a house or
from start to finish, you've got your dirt workers, you've got your septic guys, you've got, finish work. And, when you build a house for somebody, they're kind of relying on you.
Right.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people in town that I built for that'll, contest to that. I've done what I said I was going to do.
Right.
I followed through on what I said I was going to do. Sometimes you just have to do what you can deal with.
Right. Well, and I think, one of the things that's interesting is unlike some other candidates, you're kind of saying that you're offering a fresh approach, some new eyes.
Correct.
But you don't really have an agenda or, like you said, you're not out to get anybody or reward anybody.
I don't think I have any issues with anybody in town, period, let alone on the board or anything. Right. A lot of people have done a great job. I've learned a lot from a few of the past selectmen. I've done work for people. I built houses for some of the selectmen. I've done a lot of work for some of the selectmen in town. So I've got to know, and everybody I built for, I made friends with.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any enemies in town,
no.
But, I'm sure there's somebody that doesn't like something I'm doing, or I probably don't like something they're doing, but it's, that's part of life.
Yeah.
If everything was the same, it'd be boring.
Right.
So,
I think that sounds great. Like you just want to kind of join the board and use your skills where you can.
Right.
But you're not trying to specifically go after this or that because you want to just treat everybody the same.
Exactly. I don't, like I said, I don't have a vendetta. I'm not looking forward for anything. I have, I don't know, it's just something I want to try. I want to see what I can do to help the town. I've been here for a long time. I've just been always sitting back, looking from the background. I want to be up front. I want to just see if I can help or where I can help and how I can help, or just to keep things moving.
Yeah. So you want to kind of support the community.
Exactly. It's a small town, but it's growing. We have a lot of things to our favor right now. Our tax rate is beautiful. We don't want to change it any more than we have to.
Right.
There is some issues, the few bridges in town that need to be fixed. But the only thing we need to do is we need to stay on the state to see where we're gonna get our help for it. That's gonna help us a lot. I think, some of the, I'd rather not change any more of the codes than we need to. I'd like to kind of stick with what we have. I don't think we have a bad issue. I don't think we have a bad code system. As far as billing and, everything. And the water district, that's gonna be a hard issue. We should own it, but we really can't afford it.
Right.
That's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an expensive issue if we have to buy it, if we have to purchase it. But they may have something left that they can, keep it, maybe they can keep it going for a little while. I know there's a few people on board with them now, Peter Kasperzik and whatnot. I believe he's helping. I don't know how things are going. I haven't had a chance to talk to him. Something I do want to talk to him about, but,
right. So you have, where you've been a contractor, you've got experience dealing with people on the state level.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And also zoning,
Yep.
So you're familiar with some of the rules that we have to abide by and
the zoning and the building codes, I'm up on most of them. There's always, everybody learns something every day.
Right.
If somebody doesn't learn something every day, they shouldn't have got out of bed. So, that's my true feeling. But everybody, usually, if you can follow the rules and, keep up with the codes, and it's really not that hard to find. It's not that hard to be,
Yeah. Well, it sounds to me, what I'm getting from our conversation is that, there's no access to grind here.
No, absolutely.
You would like to use your professional skills that
Yep.
you've learned as a businessman
Yep,
to manage the town frugally.
exactly.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm trying to sum it up.
No, you're actually right. I just,
And that you try to treat everybody the same
yep,
and give everybody a fair shot.
exactly.
And try to keep the tax bills under control.
Yeah, I'm a taxpayer in town just like everybody else, and I know what happens with our taxes. We need to keep them, if we can keep them steady and keep them where we're at, we're all gonna be pay off in the future.
Right.
Like I said, some places we do have to spend money. Some places we can try to save it, but
Right.
I'm not gonna get into a bunch of that with you because it's not,
Right.
that's not where we wanna be with it right now. Everything's gotta be, brought up at the right time and place.
Right. Well, and to also add some up a little bit, it sounds like your contracting skills. When we have a town project, there's some talk of
Yep.
updating the transfer station, things like that.
Yep, that's what
You've got
I'd
experience with that kind of stuff.
Exactly, yep. That's what I'd like to be involved in,
Yeah.
Things
And
like that.
your skills could maybe keep it as an efficient job.
Yep, absolutely, and as well as, I know Charlie's done some in the past also, but, I could do it as well as him, and Charlie's
Yeah.
a good man too.
Yeah.
I'm not talking bad about anybody, I don't have an issue with it,
No.
like I said.
No.
But the, one thing I think I would be good at is, watching that and kind of watching the zoning end of it,
Yeah.
just because of what we have going,
Keeping us kind of on an even
I
keel.
would rather stay even keel and not jump into and out of, off the boat as per se, but just, I
Right.
like to keep things steady.
Yeah.
Why rock the boat if you don't have to? I don't want to change more than we need to. And I realize the state makes us upgrade codes.
Right.
That's something I don't think that we need to do any more than we are instructed to do. But, like again, there's really nothing, I'm not going in this after anything because there's nothing there for me.
Yeah.
I've, still in the business a little bit. I actually took a full-time job that, well, probably a lot of people in town know. But, it gives me a little more time to do what I want to do. I want to try this to help the town for a little bit. Like I said, running for the 1 year gives me an experience that, if it happens and I can run for the year, see how it goes, and if things go great, then next year I'll run for 3.
Yeah.
I don't want to cheat anybody, I'm not going to, stop anybody, anybody from voting for anybody else that they might think is more qualified or not,
Yeah.
Some people know me, some people don't. Anybody can call me. It's not hard to get a hold of my cell phone number.
Yeah.
I've had my same cell phone number for 20 years. I'm sure all you got to do is ask somebody. If anybody has a question, they can call me anytime they want.
Well,
Or
Jerome,
stop by.
this has been great. I think that we've gotten to know you a little bit. You seem like a kind of an even keel type of guy.
I try to be.
Level, no great ups and downs, and you want to keep the town
Well,
going that way.
Yep, that's where I want to be, so,
And, well, thank you for coming in
thank you,
and letting us get to know a little bit about you.
thank you.